giant panda is one of the most iconic species involved in conservation efforts, but despite of all the significant research, do we truly understand what they need to survive? The results of a study recently published in the journal Biology Letters indicate that giant pandas need old-growth forests as much as bamboo forests. This work, which was completed through the collaborative efforts of scientists from the Chinese Academy of Science, the San Diego Zoo Global, the China West Normal University, China Wildlife Conservation Association, and the Sichuan Forestry Department, could assist conservationists in creating a strategic plan that helps conserve this critically endangered bear species. The results of the study show that pandas are associated with old-growth forests more than any other ecological variable other than bamboo. The major problem for the panda bear species is the deforestation of the old-growth forests in China. The biggest reason for destruction of the panda bear's mountainous bamboo habitat has been the Chinese timber logging industry. In the Sichuan province alone, the old-growth forest shrank by 50% between 1974 and 1989. Thankfully, the Chinese government took notice by 1998 and banned logging in the panda's habitat. It is estimated as of 2009 that there are only 1,600 pandas thought to exist left in the wild. It is important that conservation efforts are directed towards this critical new information found to help ensure we can save the species from extinction. The new long-term study revealed many new key elements in conservation of both panda species and the conservation of one of our most important primary ecosystems. The map above shows the giant panda's range of habitat from the 1800s as compared to today. As you can see, they once roamed a large area of China, as where of now they're confined to the small red patches you see as compared to the large orange portion of their past of which they once roamed. The new study is suggested to be much more important than previous studies because the research was conducted over a larger ecological scale than the previous research done over more smaller scale areas within the 6 panda reserves left in China. The study's conservation scale was detailed over the larger scale, thus giving more information for large-scale conservation efforts of both China's old-growth forest and the small number of panda species left in the wild. The study also suggests that pandas prefer old-growth forest over bamboo forest. What is shown above is the giant panda's habitat suitability map and conservation groups in the Mishman Mountains. These areas must be protected for greater conservation range of the giant panda. As the Chinese government considers the renewal of its logging ban, they need to take in sustainability as a major factor. Not only do they need to realize the importance of protecting one of our primary ecosystems of our old-growth forests, but they need to have mercy on the panda bear species. They are both very important to our world, and once they are gone, sadly, they will not come back. My main point I'm trying to make is that we should all live in a world where our primary ecosystems have conservation protection laws to the highest degree to ensure not only is our environment protected, but that the species that coexist with them are protected as well. Living in Steamboat Springs, I'm sure all of you have crossed paths with one of these birds. Its bold black and white pattern and long tail make them easy to identify. Of course, I'm talking about the black-billed magpie, and love them or hate them, it seems as though they are here to stay. A good description for an adult magpie includes the following. They are depicted as a large black and white songbird. They have long black tail, black head and chest, white belly and shoulder, and white patches on their wings. Magpies are generally found in open woodland areas. This includes thickets, meadows, grasslands, and sagebrush. Although many can be found in the wilderness, they are not shy around people. In Steamboat, they can be seen everywhere, from up in the mountains to the popular areas of downtown and beyond. Magpies are omnivores. They eat grains, acorns, carrions, small mammals, and whatever food is left by the dumpsters at the CMC cafeteria. The The black-billed magpie's nest is a sturdy dome bowl made primarily of sticks and mud. The magpie lines their nest with hair, grass, bark, and rootlets. Nests have been found in trees, shrubs, and sometimes even utility poles. The nests are rather large and can take up to 40 days to construct. A study found that it only used 1% of the daily energy expenditure of the pair. Laying eggs, on the other hand, takes 23% of the female's daily energy budget. Until very recently, the black-billed magpie was considered the same species as the Eurasian magpie, but vocal and behavioral differences suggest that the American magpie with the black bill is more closely related to the yellow-billed magpie than to the European black-billed magpie. Another cool fact about the black-billed magpie is that they frequently land on large mammals such as deer and moose to remove ticks from them. The magpie eats the ticks and then hides some for later use, as members of the crow and jay family often do with excess food. Most of the ticks, however, are catched alive and unharmed and may live to reproduce later. Year-round, black-billed magpies can be found in much of the western United States and range to the central to western provinces of Canada, as indicated by the purple in the map shown above. As I'm sure you have noticed here in Colorado, magpie sightings are very common. Their populations appear stable and may be expanding their range towards the east. Like I said earlier, love them or hate them, they appear to be here to stay.